test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Okay. Hello, 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 hello. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, good morning, race fans. Good morning, good morning. You're wondering, why am I saying good morning, race fans, and why am I wearing this helmet and gloves? Well, this is my way of avoiding social distancing. This way I can get up close to people. I can knock heads with them. I can shake their hand, and everything is just fine and dandy as long as I wash my gloves after I'm done. Anyway, this is how it works. And racing. Why did I say hello, racing fans? Well, this is certainly a Twitch, and Twitch is a racing format, but yet we're streaming amateur radio, and we're going to be doing that real soon. So I'm Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, and I will be doing a live stream soon, just in another minute or so, as I get back into my civilian gear. Let's see. What do we look like here anyway? Let's take a little quick look over here and see, where are we? There we are. Okay, there we are. Hello there, folks. Hopefully we have some people that'll watch our stream, but we're ready. We're ready, and this is how we'll move around. Anyway, hopefully we'll get through this soon, and everything will get back to normal. Anyway, I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Thanks a lot for trying to have some fun with me. See you soon. Be right back in a second or two. All right. Okay, we're back to amateur radio, and here's another session of amateur radio, and hopefully we'll get some good DX. Conditions look pretty good today, so we'll get an idea of how things are going. We'll tune around, look for a clear spot, and call some CQ DX. I've got my AMSAT hat on from the Radio Amateur Satellite Corporation, and we're ready to roll. If you'd like to do some chatting, feel free to do that. Hopefully we'll be able to see what's going on. All right. All right, we're not quite ready yet. We got to tune up the amp, get that going, and we will be ready to go. Yeah, I got a few steps here to go through. I got to make sure we do this correctly. First, what we're going to do is we'll see how the Viswar looks before we put the amp in operation, and that looks pretty good. Power on. All right, let's just run it up a little bit here. Run the power up. You get about, I don't know, 400 watts or so. Tune the plate. Tune the grid. Go back to the plate. Tune the grid. And dip the plate a little bit. And we look pretty good. Okay, I'm running a Flex 6400M. Wonderful, wonderful radio slash computer slash server. And I'm running an Ameritron AL80B with that, and I have a Navasta 5 antenna made by JK Antennas. Okay, let's get some audio on. You don't want to hear me anymore. Let's see what's going on. Try to look for a clear spot here. My apologies on the last stream. Actually, I didn't have the microphone connected. I had to go up a little higher, give everybody a chance. Band looks good today. Looks good this morning. And unfortunately, a lot of people are home. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQDX, CQDX. This is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQDX from Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Whiskey 2 Japan Victoria. Calling CQ, CQ calling CQDX. Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Whiskey 2 Japan Victoria. Calling CQ and listening. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQDX, CQDX, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, Whiskey 2 Japan Victoria, CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, from Whiskey 2 Japan Victoria, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, CQ and listening. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQDX, CQDX, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, Whiskey 2 Japan Victoria, CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQDX, CQDX. This is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Yeah, I think I hear a couple of stations there. Let me move along here a little bit. That sounds a little better. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQDX, CQDX. This is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, Whiskey 2 Japan Victoria, CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQDX, CQDX, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, Whiskey 2 Japan Victoria. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQDX, CQDX. From Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, Whiskey 2 Japan Victoria, calling CQDX and listening. What's happening is there's nothing wrong with propagation. It's a lot of European stations are talking with other European stations. And you can see a lot of stations there. There are a lot of stations in there. So we're going to have to find a clearer spot. lot of activity. Is the frequency in use?
Delta Lima 8, Romeo Delta Lima. Delta Lima 8, Romeo Delta Lima.
Roger, Delta Lima 8, Romeo Delta Lima. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. The name is Peter, Pop Echo, Tango Echo, Romeo. Nice signal, 5 and 9. Back to you, Delta Lima 8, Romeo Delta Lima, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. Now you can see that was another station calling somebody else, evidently, or we couldn't hear anybody. So let's try to find another quiet spot on the band. See what happens. That's good to see, though. It's good to see all this activity. I'm going to go down a little bit lower, see what happens. Listen for a little bit, see if we hear anybody. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? Doesn't sound like it. Let's see. CQ calling CQDX. CQDX calling CQDX. Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQDX. From Whiskey 2, Juliet Victoria. W2JV listening. A little bit like Radio 3, the Radio 3 come back again. Thank you very much. Is that Radio 3 Alpha Papa Lima? Radio 3 Alpha Papa Lima, go ahead. Roger, Roger. Thank you. Radio 3 Alpha Papa Lima. A little bit of a QSB, but still a 5 and 5, a 5 and 5 signal. The name is Peter, Papa Echo, Tango Echo, Romeo, Peter. Now, thanks a lot for coming to my call. Best of 73s and have a wonderful, safe day. 73s. '73. Thanks a lot. QRZ, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. The Florida, Guatemala first. Roger, Roger. Is it Oscar Echo 6, Florida, Quebec? Go ahead. Roger, Roger. Would you give me your call again? Give me your call again, please. This is Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
It is Oscar Echo 6, India, Florida, Germany, and the name is Harry. Roger?
Roger, the name is it Howie? Is the name Howie? Go ahead.
Yes, Roger. Hotel Alpha Radio Yankee.
Roger. Roger, Harry. Roger, Roger. Thank you very, very much. Thanks for your patience in repeating your call. I appreciate that. Oscar Echo 6, India, Florida, Golf. Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. 5 and 7, Harry. 5 and 7 here into New York. Hope things are well there in Austria. Hope things are okay in Austria. I wonder, we've had some solar flares. I wonder, have you seen any auroras? Have you seen any auroras at all? I've been watching some of the propagation reports from the ARRL, and they show that Austria and Finland has seen some nice aurora spectacular displays. So just wondering, Harry, if you've seen any. Again, the name here is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. And again, thanks so much for repeating your call. Back to you, Harry. Oscar Echo 6, India, Florida, Germany, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Peter, in the province of Syria. Peter, I hope everything is okay on your side, Peter. Your report is also 557 in the queue, Peter. 557, Roger?
Roger, Harry. Roger the 5x7. And yes, we're starting to we are becoming quite accustomed to this new, hopefully temporary way of life, respecting all the orders that the government is giving to us, and hopefully we'll be able to move on and get back to our normal lives, Harry. Hopefully the same with you. Well, Harry, thanks again for coming back to my call. Very good afternoon to you. Good health and a good day to you, Harry. And look forward perhaps to speaking with you again. I'll let you wrap it up on your final. Oscar Echo 6, India, Florida Golf, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. Thank you, Harry.
Japan, Victoria. This is Ocean Echo 6, Italy, Florida, Guatemala from Austria, 73.
Oh, Harry, thank you very much, and a very happy and blessed Easter to you and the family as well. Thank you very much. Be quieter, but yet we certainly are happy to have family to be able to celebrate it with. 73s to you, Harry. Thanks a lot. A pleasure. I look forward to speaking with you again. Be well. QRZ, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Florida 4. Florida 4, Charlie India Mike.
5 and 9.
Roger, Florida 4, thank you. Charlie India Mike. Is that correct? Florida 4, Charlie India Mike?
Correct. Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor, thank you very much. Oh, signal is very sound, 5-9 plus is very good. The Fox 4, Charlie India Mike, Florida 4, CIM, opérateur Naim Gérard, of City Rouen from Middle French, Proxime Lyon. So QLK 5-9 plus Roger, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Roger, Gerard, thank you. You're about 15 over 9, Gerard, 1-5 over 9. It sounds like you're a local signal. Wonderful signal, Gerard. Just sound fantastic. Really, really fantastic. Congratulations. I'm looking at your picture from your QRZ page, and you look very peaceful there, sitting at that wooden desk. That looks like a desk, Gerard, that's been around for a long time. That's for sure. The name here is Peter, Gerard, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo, and I'm running a Flex 6400 along with an Ameritron AL80B amp, and the antenna system is a Navasa 5, 2 elements on each band, up about 70 feet. Back to you, Gerard. Fox 4, Charlie India Mike, Whiskey 2, Juliet to Victor.
Roger. From Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor, Florida 4, Charlie India Mike. Good modulation, good signal, 5-9 plus 10 dB également. My antenne est 6 element monoband Yagi fabrication homemade. 6 element beaming from USA en ce moment. Okay. My transceiver is ICOM 756 Pro 2. My amplifier is Tokyo Shipower Hotel Lima Tuka. Dans ce moment 500 watts. Thank you very much, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Good DX, good Good weekend for you, my station, Fox 4, Charlie India, Mike Girard. Merci beaucoup, 73 amitié.
Oh, Roger, Roger. Very nice. Excellent job. 6 elements, 400 watts, and the rig. Good job for sure. Nicely done. Excellent, excellent audio as well, Gerard. Merci beaucoup to you as well. Good health to you. Happy Easter. And to look forward to speaking to you again, Gerard. 73s to you. Thanks a lot for coming back to my call. QRZDX. This is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. The station ending in radio, please.
Oscar Hotel 1 Juliet Radio.
Roger, is that Oscar Hotel 2 Juliet Radio?
Oscar Hotel 1 Juliet Radio.
Oh, Roger. Okay, I gave you an extra number. Okay, let me correct that. Oscar Juliet 1 Juliet Radio. Oscar Hotel 1 Juliet Radio. Thank you for repeating the call. 5 and 7 into New York. 5 and 7. I'm located about 45 miles from New York City, a very quiet New York City. The name here is Peter, Pop Echo, Tango Echo, Romeo. And again, nice signal, 5 and 7, 5 and 7. Back to you, and thanks so much for repeating your call. Oscar Hotel 1, Juliet Radio. This is Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Okay, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. This is Oscar Hotel 1 Juliet Radio. Okay, hello Peter. Your Victor is also 5 by 7, 57, and my name is Jake. Juliet Alpha Kilowatt Echo. Jake, over.
Roger, Jake. Roger on that. Yep. Really sounding good, sounding strong. And I'm looking at your QRZ page, and it looks like, I don't know, is that an FT1000 MP? Give me your station conditions there. What are your station conditions? It looks like you have an MP there, Jake. Go ahead.
Yes, correct. I have a Jesu FT1000D. Jesu FT1000D, and my antenna is 80 meters delta loop, and feed by the open feed wire, feeder, sorry. And my location in southwest Finland, over.
Roger, lovely spot in southwest Finland. And no doubt you may have seen some Aurora displays. Not sure. But you're sounding great. Yeah, that MP is a standard solid rig, that's for sure. Audio sounds very, very good, Jake. Sounds good. Well, listen, have a very nice day there in Finland. Thank you very much for coming back to my call. Got a good signal, doing very, very well there in Finland this afternoon. 73s to you, Jake. I'll send it back to you for your finals. Oscar Hotel 1 Juliet Romeo, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor.
Okay, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. This is Oscar Hotel 1 Juliet Radio. Okay, Peter. Stay safe, and happy Easter to you and your family from Finland. This is Oscar Hotel 1 Juliet Radio, 73s, and bye-bye.
Jake, thank you very much, and the same to you and the family. Happy, healthy, blessed Easter. May we get through this virus soon, and everyone comes out of it in good shape. 73s to you, Jake. Thanks so very, very much. QRZ, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Golf 0 Kilo Echo November.
Roger, nice signal. Golf 0 Kilo Echo November. Thank you. Very good afternoon to you. The name here is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. I know your name is Kenneth by my QRZ fill-in. Kind of, it almost seems like cheating, but you'll correct me if you'd rather be called Ken. I'm looking at you right here at your station. You look very comfortable in your sunglasses. So it's a nice, very good-looking station. My name is Peter Kenneth, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. And let me tell you, you are 15 over 9. Excellent signal, Kenneth. Tremendous signal from England today. Back to you. Golf 0 Kilo Echo November, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor.
Yeah, very good. Nice to hear you, Peter. I suppose you don't get cold feet. Actually, I adopted Ken because of the cold time. But actually, the family all call my Kenneth over.
Oh, right. Well, you know, I'll tell you something. Yeah, Pete, it goes either way. It really goes either way. Don't mind at all. My mother would always call me Peter, but when she did, usually I had to answer for something that I wasn't doing so well. Like on the radio, maybe at midnight, on the radio at midnight, usually, because that was when I was able to operate after school. But yeah, Kenneth is fine. How's the weather there today, Kenneth? Go ahead.
Oh, by the way, before I go, you're 5 and 8, 58 your signal on that last over. The weather's lovely. 18 degrees centigrade, Peter, over.
Oh, Kenneth, that's nice. That is very, very comfortable. Here we're about, well, I guess we're about 14 degrees centigrade today. A little bit of a cool snap from the warmer weather, spring weather we've had, but nothing really to complain about too much. Well, Kenneth, thank you so very, very much for the call. Got a great signal, doing a great job. Wish you the best of 73. Send it back to you for your final. Golf Zero, Kentucky will say Echo November or Kilo Echo November. Got to use the ITU phonetics. Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. Back to you, Kenneth, for your final.
Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor, G0KEN. Yeah, I like all the phonetics. I don't like these fancy words people put in. It's very confusing to me. Never mind to some new English might be their second language, but there you go. Different people for different things. Thanks very much for picking me up, Peter. I appreciate that. Have a nice weekend. G0KN and stay healthy and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Well, thanks so much, Ken, and happy Easter to you. And yeah, you're absolutely right. They sound cute. And they may understand them within the family, but sometimes it becomes difficult, especially when there's QSB. So yeah, we'll stick with ITU. 73's Ken, thanks a lot. Enjoy the day. Happy Easter. QRZ, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
United Romeo 5, America Sierra. United Romeo 5, Alpha Sierra.
Wow, what a signal. United Romeo 5, Alpha Sierra. 15 over 9, Surf. 1-5 over 9. Outstanding signal here into Long Island, New York. And I believe your name is Alexander, or do you go by Alex? Again, wonderful signal, really sounding strong. United Radio 5, Alpha Sierra, thank you for the call. Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Yeah, Whiskey 2, Japan Victor, United Romeo 5, America Santiago. Yes, Roger, Alex, my name. The 2 stack 6 element Yagi 2 antenna stack direction to North America and picking 100 watt this power time, over.
Oh, Roger, Alex, doing a fantastic job with 100 watts. The beam is clearly doing a lot of the heavy work. Good job, good job. Again, very solid signal, very solid signal. I'll give you now, it's coming around 10 to 15 over 9, a little bit of QSB really. So thanks so very much for the call. How's the weather today in Ukraine? How's the weather in Ukraine today, Alex? Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, the weather is what a good day this time, 15 degrees temperature and a good day, Roger.
Oh, Roger. Good. Well, that's good. I'm glad that there's no snow and it's good weather to go out and take a walk, which a lot of us are doing here with the situation that's going on. Alex, the best of 73s to you. Thank you so much for coming back to my call. I'll let you wrap it up for a final. United Romeo 5, Alpha Sierra. What a nice signal. Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Yeah, Whiskey 2, Japan Victor, United Romeo 5, Alpha Sierra. Thank you very much. Good contact. 73, good back and good DX. Bye.
73 and good DX to you. Thank you so very much. 73s, be healthy. QRZ, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
UA3 Delta Papa X-ray.
Roger, thank you very much. United Alpha 3, Delta Papa X-ray. What a nice signal. 1-5, 15 over 9 here into Long Island, New York. Actually, Northport, New York. The name is Peter. Papa Echo, Tango, Echo, Romeo, Peter. Back to you. United is, do I have that right? United Romeo 5? I don't think so. Yeah. Give me your call again because I accidentally deleted it. Give me your call again on next go-round. Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Okay, Peter, thank you very much. This is UA3 Delta Papa X-ray, UA3 DPX.
Hello, Peter. I'm watching you on the Facebook in the real time, and the name is Andy, Alpha Nancy Delta Yankee, and I am at 60 kilometers north of Moscow. And I see you on the Facebook now, living transmission. W2 Juliet Victor from UA3 Delta Papa X-ray, over.
Oh, Roger, Andy. UA3 Delta Papa X-ray. Thanks, Andy. Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Yeah, yesterday I decided to put a few more streams up, and yeah, you can, if you want to go to Twitch, you probably will be able to hear your wonderful signal and fantastic modulation, really, for sure. And there are a couple of people commenting here on the stream chat. Want to say hello to them, and thanks a lot for your comments on our station and how we're doing. Do appreciate that. We keep trying to improve. Clearly, I'm very, very happy with what I'm doing here. I've got the Flex 6400 radio, and I'm also with the Ameritron AL80B, about 500 watts, using a Navasa 5 antenna system, Andy, a Navasa 5. So how's the weather there? You're in European Russia. Where exactly are you in Russia, Andy? Go ahead.
Okay, I'm 60 kilometers north of Moscow, near the city of Dmitrov, like Delta Mike Italy Tango Romeo Oscar Victor, just about 2 kilometers to the west from the city, in the countryside, running with FTDX 5000D and amplifier about 1500 watts, and a 6-element monoband Yagi up 30 meters over the ground. So back to you, Pete. W2 Juliet Victor from UA3DPX, over.
Wow, what a strong station. What an outstanding, and yeah, very, very nice. The antenna system, amplifier, everybody's doing a great job, Andy. UA3DPX, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. And that's a fine business on your location. Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly where you were. Very, very nice. I'm looking at a picture from your QRZ page, and that's a nice picture. That's a nice overhead picture. And yeah, it looks, Andy, like a broadcast studio. Looks like a broadcast studio. I love the map of the world that you have there. That's fantastic looking. Gorgeous looking desk. I wonder, did you build that desk by any chance? I mean, that is a very special looking desk. That covers the entire room, Andy. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yes, I'm on amateur radio since 1976 and licensed like UA3DPX since 1979. And my favorite is a contesting. So I have a contest called Radio Mike 3 Foxtrot. So I have now 6 towers, a lot of antennas, big antenna filled, and that shack and the amplifiers is downstairs, all automatic, military remade amplifiers. So this is my favorite is the contesting. So I have a contest station here. It's my own, over.
Okay, that makes absolute positive sense. Yeah, and I recognize your call. I also do a bit of contesting as well. Unfortunately, I don't have some of the staying power to sit in the chair, you know, for 30 hours plus. But I do enjoy it and do enjoy really exchanging calls with so many people around the world, and especially during these times of less propagation. I got to be honest, it's fun to be able to experiment with different antenna designs and you know, different types of let's say, coax systems, just to try to maximize your station as much as you can. But yeah, that explains a lot. That looks like a very, very comfortable station that you have there for sure. So thanks a lot for that information. I appreciate that, Andy. Thanks a lot for coming back to my call with such a fantastic signal. There are times you're coming up to about 20 over 9. Really sounds fantastic. So back to you for a final. United Alpha 3 Delta Papa X-ray, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor.
I see. I see, Pete. Yeah, and I'm using the contest called Radio Mike 3 Foxtrot. You may be heard this call sign more often in the contest, but so anyway, thank you very much for if I hear you. But really, it's nice to talk to you. And I can see my signal on your radio in the real time transmission. So I wish you all the best, Pete. Bye bye, and 7-3 for now. W2 Juliet Victor from UA3 Delta Papa X-ray. Bye bye, Pete. 7-3.
Thank you very much, Andy. Thank you a lot. And yeah, I do recognize your call, Radio Mike 3 Foxtrot. I do. That is a call that makes a lot of a lot of points. That's for sure, Andy. And again, thanks for getting checking out the Facebook feed. And yeah, it is interesting to be able to see your signal real time, actually as it is on the on the air. And I think there's some value to that. And I'm enjoying it as well. I think we could learn and do some further fine tuning as well. Well, thanks again, and hopefully we can speak again soon. I look forward to it. 73's to Andy. Be well. And happy and healthy holidays. This is Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor, QRZ.
Okay, bye bye, Pete. 7-3.
4 Lima 8 Alpha. X-ray.
The station ending in X-ray.
Golf 0 Lima Victor X-ray. The name is Tom, Tango Oscar Mike. Over.
Roger, thank you very, very much, Tom. I appreciate that. Golf 0 Lima Victor X-ray. Thank you. 5 and 7, Tom. 5 and 7 here into New York. The name here is Peter, Pop Echo, Tango, Echo, Romeo. And I'm looking at the QRZ page, and that's quite an outfit that you have on. Look a little bit like Willie Nelson. So I wonder, are you a fan of country and Western music? Looks really good. That is a very excellent picture that you have there. Got to let me know about that. And I believe you're located in Bury, Lancashire, if I'm not mistaken. Again, nice signal, really good, sounding good. Audio sounds very, very good. Back to you, Tom. Golf 0 Lima, Victor X-ray, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor.
QSL, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor, Germany 0, Lima Victor X-ray. Yeah, I'm a big fan, Peter, of the country and Western scene. We do a lot of Western reenacting over here. We do a lot for charity, Roger.
Well, that's excellent. Very, very, very nice. Are there some favorite charities that you like to support, Tom? Are there some charities you like to support? Go ahead.
Well, I support one charity in particular, their personal charity, and that is the Heart Foundation. They saved my life once, so I'm very big on the Heart Foundation. But I don't get to choose who the group pay the charity, who the group pick for charity. That's done on a basis every 12 months, and the group leaders do that, Roger.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good that it rotates. That makes a lot of sense, and that's a very worthwhile charity, and they all are. And good for you, and congratulations for your support. And that's a lot of work to be involved with fundraising and getting the word out. So well done for you for sure, Tom. Tom, I'm curious, what type of rig are you using? What are your station conditions there? I'd like to know about that, Tom. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL, unfortunately, there was someone on that asked for a radio check. So, Peter, I missed your question. But if you scroll down the page, down to about halfway down the page, or maybe a little bit lower, you'll see some photographs. There, I think there's 2 or 3 photographs of my little Western camp that we put up, Roger.
Roger. Okay, yes, I will take a look at that. I'll take a look at that for sure. And the question I asked was, what conditions? What are your operating conditions there? You've got such a nice signal. Just curious, what are you using for an antenna and a rig? Go ahead.
QSL, yeah, I'm using the old Yaesu, Peter, the 1000 Delta. I'm using the microphone from Adonis. The model number is the Alpha Mike 303 Golf, another old microphone. And the antenna is
Well, it's good to be in the sunshine. Very, very nice. Yeah, the 1000D, what a nice radio. You know, when I first got my updated license in '95, I looked at the MP. What a beautiful radio. It was a little too expensive in '95 for me, so I got the 570D from Kenwood. But I got to tell you something. That 1000D, it's still very competitive with the very modern radios today, especially you know, if you put some of the INRAD filters in the radio. It does a great job. It really does, and the audio is always superb with that radio. So congratulations, and all for all, your conditions are just terrific, really. Well, I look forward to looking at your QRZ page and looking at that vehicle that you're talking about later on. But thanks a lot, Tom. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for saying hello. Thanks for meeting. I think this has been our first contact. Hopefully we'll have many, many more. Send it back to you for your final, Tom. Golf 0, Lima, Victor X-Ray, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor, G0 LVX returning for the final. Well, Bruce, I do thank you very, very much for the QSO today, and hopefully we can do this again. I didn't give you a report, Bruce, but you are 5 and 8, 58, Bruce, into Manchester, northwest England, and my town is approximately 8 miles north of the city of Manchester. So Bruce, you have a great day, great weekend. I think it's Easter weekend. Yes, it is. It's the Easter weekend this weekend, but everybody hopefully is staying home and staying safe. So you do the same, Bruce. Stay home, stay safe, and we'll catch you further down. For now, goodbye and God bless. G0 LVX, Manchester, northwest England. Bye-bye, Bruce.
Thank you very, very much. Just a correction, the name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo, but I could answer to Bruce as well. That's a pretty nice name as well. Anyway, fine business. Yeah, blessed Easter, happy Easter, healthy Easter to you. Thanks very, very much for the contact. I appreciate that. And thank you for the signal report. Thank you for the 5 and 8 signal report. I appreciate that very, very much. Hey, 73s to you, Tom, and look forward to speaking to you again soon. Again, happy, healthy Easter. 73s. QRZ, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
4 Lima 8 America. 4 Lima 8 Alpha.
4 Lima 8 Alpha. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. 4 Lima 8 Alpha. Thank you very, very much. A very good afternoon, late afternoon to you. The name is Peter, Papa Echo Tango Echo Romeo, and you're about, I'd say about 10 over 9. 10 over 9. Got a good signal. The name again here is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. 4 Lima 8 Alpha, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Roger, Roger, Peter. Good afternoon from Georgia. Good morning for you. You are 5 and 9, but propagation is changeable. Sometimes it's dropping down until the 5-6, but mostly is a 5 and 9, 5 and 9. So name this side is Vaho, Victor Alpha, Henry, Ontario, and my QDH is Tbilisi, capital city of Georgia. How copy, Peter? Whiskey 2, Japan Victor, 4 Lima 8 America, over.
Raja, Vaho, thank you very much. Yeah, coming to 20 over, 20 over 9. Yeah, propagation, it seems to be improving as the morning goes on, for sure. Just fantastic signal and just great audio. I'd like to know what your operating conditions are. One thing I know for sure, I'm looking at your antenna system here, and I can't tell. All I can tell is it has a lot of elements, so it may have 3 or 4 elements on every band, but a beautiful picture on your QRZ page. I'm operating a Flex 6400 to a Navasa 5 antenna system, and I'm running an Ameritron AL80B amp, about 400 watts, 400 watts. Hey, back to you, Avaho. 4 Lima 8 Alpha, Whiskey 2, Juliet to Victor.
Yeah, QSL, Peter, QSL. Yeah, it's a 17 elements. It's an OptiBeam OB17-4. I have just only one antenna here because my location is a city center downtown, and I'm in multi-floor building. I have not any capability to put some another towers here on the roof, and just only one antenna which I have, and this is the OptiBeam. So, and the output power is a kilowatt using Ecom 1000 Bulgarian amplifier. The radio is Yazoo, Fox Tango 2000. QSL, over.
Oh, QSL. Yeah, the ACOM. What a wonderful looking amplifier. I mean, it looks like a piece of art, and certainly works very, very, very well for sure, really. And yeah, for having a limited opportunity to put up you know, a lot of beams and a lot of towers, doing a fantastic job. Yeah, the OptiBeam. Very, 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 very pleased with that antenna system. That's a fantastic system. What I'm using is Navasa 5, which looks a lot like the OptiBeam. Very, very well built very, very strong. And I have two elements on every band, and covers the WARC bands as well, really. So, and thank you again for your location, where you're located, and you know, some of the limitations. But what a great signal! This sounds terrific, Vaho. I'm really pleased that you're able to say hello to me this morning, for sure. Well, I'll leave it back to you for the best of 73s, and we'll then move on from there. 4 Lima 8 Alpha, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor.
Yeah, Roger, Peter. Thank you very much for your answer. So I wish you all the best, and until next time, my friends. So Whiskey 2 Japan Victor, 4 Lima 8 Alpha. Bye-bye.
Vaho, thank you so much. Bye-bye. Be well. Be safe. Thanks so much. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. QRZ again, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor.
Charlie Tango 7, Alpha Charlie Papa. Good morning, Whiskey 2 Japan Echo, over.
Roger, very good afternoon to you. Charlie Tango 7, Alpha Charlie Papa, thank you. Very, very good afternoon to you. The name here is Peter, Papa Echo Tango Echo Romeo. I believe your name is Abel. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it correctly. Abel, maybe? But please correct me on the correct pronunciation. Your signal 10 over 9. Nice signal from Portugal today. And my antenna is not exactly on you, but nevertheless, you're doing a great job. Charlie Tango 7, Alpha Charlie Papa, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. The name here is Peter, by the way. Papa Echo Tango Echo Romeo. Go ahead.
Okay, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, Peter. Charlie Tango 7, Alpha Charlie Papa. You reporting all in Portugal, 17 kilometers, City Fatima, 59 plus, okay? Minha antena, quase cubical, quase 4 elements. Neste momento é transceiver, yes, the Fox Tank 1000 Mark 5, 1001 kilowatt antenna. Okay, Whiskey 2, Japan Victor, Peter. Charlie Tango 7, Alpha Charlie Pop. Okay, it's very good. Excuse me, mon English, no very good mon English. Speaking French, no problem, aye, over.
No, never mind. Let me tell you, that is very impressive. No reason to apologize. I should apologize for not being able to speak more your language, perhaps French as well. A little bit of Italian, but no, wonderful job. And one thing I'd like to know, pronunciation, your name. Could you give me your name, please? Give me your name. Go ahead.
My name Abel, Alpha, Bravo, Echo, Lima. Okay, Peter?
Abel, that's fine. Thank you very much. Yeah, when QRZ gives me your name, it doesn't give me your name as it should be pronounced. That would be another element to have. But Abel, that's a beautiful name. Abel, that's great, fantastic. Live in a beautiful location as well. Well, let me wish you a happiest and healthiest of holidays. Happy Easter. And again, wonderful job there, wonderful signal, doing very, very well. Really appreciate you coming to my call for sure. 73s to you, the best of 73s, best of health, and I'll send it back to you for your final. Charlie Tango 7, Alpha, Charlie Papa, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Okay, Peter, Juliet 2, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor, City 7, Alpha Charlie Papa. All the best, Peter. Good day. Thank you for communication. Okay? Good day. Thank you. All the best. Good weekend. Ciao. Goodbye.
Abel, ciao. Goodbye to you. Good health to you as well. Thank you so much. QRZ, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. Roger, I believe it's Hotel Alpha 8 Alpha Radio. A little bit of QSB on the signal, but not too bad. The name here is Peter, Pop Echo, Tango Echo, Romeo. Back to you, Hotel Alpha 8 Alpha Radio, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor.
Is my name. I have only 80 watts and 3 elements monoband Yagi, homemade Yagi. Back to you, Peter, and how do you copy me? Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, Hotel Alpha 8 Alpha Radio, over.
Paulie, I copy you fine, a solid 5 and 7. So the 80 watts, it's your Viswar, your antenna must be very well matched to your transmission, because you're doing a fantastic job. Really a solid signal. 5 and 7. Thank you for the 5 and 7 as well. Antenna's doing very, very well. Good job for you. My pleasure for sure. And thank you very much for calling from Hungary today. I appreciate that. Thank you, Paulie, very, very much. Well, I wish you the best of holidays, and clearly your propagation isn't too bad this morning. Back to you for your final, Paulie. Hotel Alpha 8 Alpha Romeo, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, I like that. Hotel Alpha 8 Amateur Radio. That's good. That's good, Paulie. Thank you. Yeah, good health to you. Stay safe. Stay away from a lot of folks, and we'll get through this for sure. Thanks a lot, Paulie. Thank you for coming to my call and doing a great job with your station. Very, very good job. 73s. QRZ, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Kilo 5, Uniform Papa Golf.
Uniform Papa Golf.
Kilo 5, Uniform Papa Golf, K5 UPG. Name here is Roger. I'm 50 miles south of Houston, Texas, about 10 miles from the Gulf of Mexico. Over.
Roger, Roger. K5 United Papa Golf. Thanks so much, Roger. Name here is Peter. Papa Echo Tango Echo Romeo Peter. And nice signal, 5 and 9, even though my antenna is not faced your way. I see that you live in Lake Jackson, and I'm looking at a picture on your QRZ page, and I'm a bit jealous. I love lakes. My wife and I lived on Greenwood Lake in New Jersey, and we enjoyed the boating, mostly sailing at the time. So that's a pretty lake. Greenwood Lake in New Jersey, which borders the New York, New Jersey borders, is about, I think the lake is about 7 miles long. Wonder how big your lake is, Lake Jackson. Back to you, Roger. K5, and the name here is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. K5 United Papa Golf, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor.
Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, K5 Uniform Papa Golf. Peter, the lake is a private lake. It's about 12 acres, and so it's a small lake, but we get it's not too bad. And down here we can fish year round just about. I'm guessing you're in Florida. I didn't look you up. You got out of the snow, I heard you say. Over.
Yeah, well, no, actually I'm in New York, Long Island, New York, about 45 miles from New York City. And yeah, well, snow-wise, it's been a great winter. Did not bring out the snowblower, I think just one time. So it's been really, really good. And okay on the lake, that sounds fantastic, yeah. The only positive thing about living up in northern New Jersey, which was probably about maybe 100 miles from this location, is that the lake would freeze over most winters, and we could do ice fishing and ice boating. So that was a lot of fun. But yeah, lake living is nice. We lived on the saltwater, one of the saltwater bays on Long Island. But unfortunately, Hurricane Sandy really did a number on our location. So I think it's much safer to live on a lake, that's for sure. Well, I'll send it back to you, Roger, for your final. Thanks a lot for coming back to my call. Kilo 5, United Papa Golf, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
I enjoyed the show very much, Peter. Thanks for letting me get some money in here. So I'll say hello to you. And watch out for that virus up there and everywhere. So WCJD, K5 UPG, thanks.
My pleasure, Roger. Thank you so much. 73's good health and good holidays to you. QRZ, I can't stay on much longer. Got a few things to do, but let's see if we can make a couple more calls. Thank you. QRZ, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Whiskey 2,
Quebec Papa Golf.
Juliet, Zulu, Yankee.
The first is Zulu Yankee Station.
Golf 1, Juliet, Zulu, Yankee.
Roger, thank you. Golf 1, Juliet, Zulu Yankee. That would be a tough CW call, I think. Yeah, that would take a little bit of talent to do. Good morning, good afternoon, rather. The name is Peter, Papa Echo, Tango Echo, Romeo, and I believe your name is Trevor, if I'm not mistaken. Nice signal, 5 and 7, 5 and 7, very copyable. Golf 1, Juliet, Zulu Yankee. Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Whiskey 2, Juliet, Victor. Golf 1, Juliet, Zulu, Yankee. Well, good morning to you, Peter, and good afternoon from Manchester. You're about 5 and 7 yourself, about 57 here. Nice sunny afternoon, probably about 16 degrees centigrade. So we're not doing so bad in Manchester today. Manchester is known as the rainy city, but we've not seen rain for over a week, Peter. So that's good news anyway. Hope you're keeping safe with all this virus nonsense knocking about. So back over to you anyway. Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. Golf 1, Juliet Zulu Yankee, over.
Roger, Trevor, Roger. Well, yeah, it's nice. I'm not sure if you had some of the winds some of Europe was having. I know that a lot of Scotland and England, they were having quite a bit, certain parts of England, the heavy, heavy winds. When I was speaking with quite a few operators there, they were lowering their antenna systems to get through the wind. But nice to have some calm weather. Yeah, here it's about, I guess, about 20 degrees Celsius, and a little cooler today than it has been. But nevertheless, no complaints whatsoever. No complaints at all. On that note, yeah, we're getting through this. With this certainly this pandemic, we're becoming creative in terms of when to do our shopping and where to do our shopping. And of course, I use the word shopping, food shopping only. Some of the smaller stores don't have the supplies we normally have, but we're finding when they make their deliveries and when it's a good time to go. So we're working with it, and most people are respecting the distancing and not getting out too much. So hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll be able to breathe a sigh of relief and become social again, I hope. Anyway, thanks a lot, Trevor. Good signal, sounding fantastic. Bring it back to you for your final. Golf 1, Juliet, Zulu Yankee. This is Whiskey 2, Juliet to Victor.
Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. Golf 1, Juliet Zulu Yankee. While you were talking there, my wife was just knocking on the front door. I sent the grandson down to open it for her. She's been for a walk with her mother. She's just on a 24-hour shift. 24-hour shift, Peter. She's a carer, so she probably have a bit of a nap this afternoon now. So back over to you, Renee. Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. Golf 1, Juliet Zulu Yankee.
Roger, Trevor. Yep. Certainly the caretakers, the nurses, the doctors, 24-hour shift. That's dedication, and that is really a strong desire to help your fellow man, and you can't really thank them enough for all that they do. This is a war for sure, and it's difficult, and hopefully she'll get through it and stay healthy, really. Well, 73's Trevor, and yep, we have to move on, so this will be probably our last QSO, Trevor, but for the day. So anyway, have a good one. Happy holidays. Happy Easter if you celebrate it, Trevor. Back to you for the final. Golf 1, Juliet, Zulu Yankee. Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. Golf 1, Juliet Zulu Yankee. Yeah, okay there, Peter, no problem. You get some more calls in your call boot while you got the opportunity. So we'll catch you again some other time. Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. Golf 1, Juliet Zulu Yankee signing. I'm wishing you best 7-3. Stay safe and stay home, Peter, over.
Roger. Yep, playing radio is the safest thing that we can do. Be well and stay safe, and give a hug to your wife for all the work that she does, and your mother as well. Thanks, and her mother as well. 73s to you, Trevor. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor.
Hotel Bravo 9, Tango Oscar Sierra.
The station, I believe, ending in Sierra. I didn't get.
Tango Oscar Sierra.
Say again, station. Come back.
Hotel Bravo 9, Tango Oscar Sierra.
Roger, thank you. Thank you so much for repeating the call. Hotel Bravo 9, Tango Sierra. Thank you. Good afternoon to you. The name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. Peter, nice signal, 5 and 9, 5 and 9. Back to you, Hotel Bravo 9, Tango Sierra, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Okay, good afternoon, Peter. My call sign is Tango Oscar Sierra. Suffix Tango Oscar Sierra. Hotel Bravo 9, Tango Oscar Sierra. You report 5 by 8 with much QSL. QSL, Peter.
Roger, Roger. Let me just make sure of the call. So it's Hotel Bravo 9 and it's Tango something Sierra. Go ahead.
Tango Oscar Sierra. Tango Ontario Sugar. QSL. Tango Ontario Sugar. Peter. QSL.
Oh, yes. QSL for sure. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hotel Bravo 9, Tango Oscar Sugar. Tango Oscar Sugar. What is your name? Go ahead.
Okay, QSL, my suffix is correct. My name is Oliver. Oliver, Oscar, Lima, India, Victor, Echo, Romeo. QSL, Peter.
Oh, Oliver, QSL, that for sure, really. Thank you, QSL. And thanks so much for repeating your call as well. I appreciate that. Yeah, signals are still holding up well. You're sounding very, very good today. What type of rig are you using and antenna system are you using, Oliver? Go ahead.
Okay, QSL, Peter. Sorry for my very bad English. My radio is Kenwood TS2000, 500 watt in this moment, and the antenna is Qcraft R6000. QSL, Peter.
QSL, and no apologies for the language. We're the ones that we should be speaking more other languages. Doing very, very good. Excellent on the Cushcraft, 500 watts, and the rig. Doing a great job, Oliver. Doing a very good job, for sure. Thank you very much for that information. I appreciate that. Well, you have a wonderful day. Good afternoon to you. Stay well, stay healthy, and look forward to speaking to you again soon. Got a great signal. Hotel Bravo 9, Tango Oscar Sierra, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Okay, QSL, Peter. Thank you for the short contact. Wish you all the best on the best 73. Bye-bye, my friend. Bye-bye.
Oh, 73s to you, Oliver. Thank you so very much. Be well. 73s. QRZ, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. The station ending in Sierra?
Sierra, Mike 6, Golf Hotel Sierra. Over.
Roger, Sierra Mike 6, thank you. Golf Hotel Sierra, thank you so much. 5 and 7, 5 and 7, the name is Peter. Papa Echo, Tango Echo Romeo, back to you.
Okay, hello Peter. My name here is Romeo Oscar Bravo Echo Romeo Tango, close to Gothenburg in Sweden. Over.
Roger, thank you. Could you give me your name one more time? I had a little bit of distraction here. Give me your name again, please.
My name is Robert. Romeo Oscar Bravo Echo Romeo Tango. Over.
Oh, Robert, thank you very, very much. Yeah, had a little distraction. Thank you, Robert, very, very much. Again, nice signal. 5 and 9, 5 and 9 now here into the New York area, and we're running a Flex 6400 to a Meritron AL80B and using an Avasa 5 antenna made by JK Antennas. And the microphone, I'm using a desk set microphone here. It's an INRAD DMS-1 microphone. So you got a great signal. What are your operating conditions there, Robert? Give me your operating conditions. Curious what you're using there. Sierra Mike 6, Golf Hotel Sierra, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Okay, thank you, Peter. Well, I just put up a 5-element beam. It's a 3-band 5-element. It's a very old Fritzl beam, and I just raised the tower, also very old. So it's
the first time I'm using this beam antenna. And the rig is Yaesu FT897 W2 Juliet Victor from Sierra Mike 6 Golf Hotel Sierra.
Roger, Robert, Roger. Well, congratulations on putting up the 5-element 3-band beam. It's doing a very, very good job, really doing a solid job. And yeah, it may be very old and the tower may be very old, but the signal is very good and excellent. I had the FT897 at one point in my amateur radio life, and I enjoyed it a lot. A very, very nice rig for sure. Did a great job. Well, you got a great signal there from Sweden. Where are you in Sweden, by the way? I have good friends who lived in Gothenburg. Where in Sweden are you, Robert? Go ahead.
I'm just 50 kilometers from Gothenburg. It's an old cottage. It's our summer house, you could say. Over.
Oh, Roger, Roger. Thank you very, very much. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Beautiful location and not too congested either. Well, Robert, thanks a lot for coming back to my call. Again, a very nice signal, and congratulations on just putting up your antenna system. It's doing a really wonderful job. Hey, the best of 73s to you. Good day to you, and if you do, happy and healthy Easter as well. Back to you for your final, Robert. Sierra Mike 6 Golf Hotel Sierra Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor.
Okay, thank you, Peter. Oh, it's very nice to be able to have some longer distances now with this team. So I will look forward to have it now. I hope it will stay up and
Thank you, Robert. Best of 73s to you. Signal took a little bit of a fade, a little bit of QSB, but very copyable throughout the your transmission. Hey, 73s, Robert, be well. Thanks so much. QRZ DX Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. The station ending in Foxtrot.
Germany 4, Delta Charlie, Florida, QSL.
Very much QSL. Golf 4, Delta, Charlie, Foxtrot. Nice signal. 10 over 9. I believe your name is Mike, if my if my QRZ page is correct, and I believe you're in Sheffield. Please tell me I'm right, that I get 100% on that question. Golf 4, Delta, Charlie, Foxtrot. Whiskey 2, Juliet, Victor. The name is Peter. Go ahead.
Yeah, W2JE, Golf 4, Delta, Charlie, Fox. Yeah, the name is Mike, QTH Sheffield. I just missed your name, so perhaps you could repeat that on the last over. You're coming through very well. There is some QSB on frequency. Conditions not really brilliant here, but you are coming through 5 and 9, so nice strong signal, and hope conditions improve as we go along. It's a lovely sunny day here, about, I think it must be up to about 18 degrees centigrade. What's that in Fahrenheit? Must be around 64 degrees, so nice day, and running 300 watts to a hex beam, ICOM IC7300 transceiver, and a hex beam at about 7 meters in the air. W2JE, Golf 4, Delta, Charlie, Fox.
Roger, thank you. Golf 4, Delta, Charlie, Fox, Whiskey 2, Juliet, Victor. Thank you very much, Mike. The name is Peter, Pop Echo, Tango, Echo, Romeo, and fine business. 18, we had 20 degrees Celsius 2 days ago, and we had a cold front that came through, and now it's somewhere probably around, I guess, 12 degrees C. Okay on the 300 watts in the hex beam, and the 7300, well, you know, I was wondering why the audio was just so good, but it is the 7300. It's doing a fantastic job there. I'm looking at your picture here on the QRZ page, and I like that desk you're operating from. That looks like a family desk for sure. And what a nice smile there. A lot of people that take their pictures when they're at the radios, they're not smiling too much, but clearly you're happy. And you know, I'm looking at your picture, and you look a lot, I can't remember his name. I don't know if you follow any of the bike racing, the bicycle racing, especially the Tour de France, but there's a gentleman there that's been doing the Tour de France for 25 years, and I'll remember his name when we're finished. But you look a lot like him. You have that wonderful, friendly look. Anyhow, thanks a lot, Mike, for confirming my information, and thank you for your report. You're coming up to a 5 and 9 for sure. Well, I'll send it back to you, and you'll wrap it up for us. Golf 4 at Delta Charlie Foxtrot, Whiskey 2 at Juliet Victor.
Yeah, W2 Juliet Echo Golf 4 Delta Charlie Fox. Yeah, fine, Peter. Well, you're still coming through 5 and 9, lovely strong signal. And yeah, I feel sorry for the man from the Tour de France if he looks like me, but we all have our cross to bear. Yeah, he's. I think my wife took the picture, which is probably why I'm smiling at that time. And I do enjoy the radio very much, and the IC7300, really pleased with it. Really good rig. Lovely to have this conversation. It looks as if you live in a beautiful place. Your QTH Indian Lake, is it? Yeah. And I've just looked on the map, and there's not just Indian Lake, is there? There's another lake nearby. What's that one called? I can't read it. Oh yeah, Lake. Oh, I can't even pronounce it. Lake Aber something or other. Anyway, it looks a lovely area to be, and I'm sure it's a great place to live. Thanks very much for the contact.
I wish that was me.
I wish you 73s and all the very best. Hope we can have a contact in the not too distant future. W2J Golf 4 Delta Charlie Fox, wishing you all the best. 73s.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Yeah, I think maybe you're looking. I wish I lived there. I think maybe you're looking at the wrong call. My call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, Whiskey 2 Japan Victoria. I used to live on a lake, but not anymore. I'm now in the woods, which is an okay spot, but like the lake a lot better. Well, thank you very much for the cue, so I appreciate that. The best of 73s, good day to you. And I hope your wife was listening when you said that when she took the picture and you were smiling. That is heartfelt and honest, and it's really nice to hear that for sure. And you know, without our spouses, we wouldn't be doing this hobby. I know without my spouse, I wouldn't certainly have this tower that I'm so happy to be able to get out and have a pretty good signal. So that's great, and wish her the best for me as well. And thanks. 73s to you, Mike. Have a really good day, and look forward perhaps to speaking with you again soon. Golf 4 Delta Charlie Foxtrot, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor.
And W2J Golf 4 Delta Charlie Fox. Yeah, thanks very much. 73, all the very best, and look forward to our next QSO. Bye for now.
73s to you. Thanks a lot. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor.
Ocean Hotel 0, stroke runway 1, Bravo Echo Victor.
Stand by the hotel with the November station. Come in.
Juliet.
Let's go Mexico 7 Alpha Hotel. Thank you very, very much. Hopefully I got the call right. The name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo, and I believe your name is Brendan. My name is Peter here, Papa Echo Tango Echo Romeo. Nice signal, 5 and 7 into Long Island, New York. Mike 7 Alpha Hotel, Whiskey 2 Juliet to Victor.
Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, Mike 7 Alpha Hotel returning. Good afternoon, please, everybody. Yeah, you're signal also into Manchester. You're 5-9 plus into Manchester, QSLP.
Roger, Brendan. Thank you for the 5-9 plus. I appreciate that. Yeah, propagation appears to be improving a little bit. So that's just great. Well, thank you very, very much for the call. I appreciate that, Brendan. I look forward to speaking with you again soon, perhaps. But I'll leave it over to you for your final, Brendan. Mike 7 Alpha Hotel, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Thank you so much, Brendan. Happy Easter to you. Thanks for looking at the page. Yeah, still trying to improve on that, trying to get some color into it, but we're moving it along. 73s, Brendan. Thanks for coming back to the call. Happy Easter and healthy Easter to you as well. 73s. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor.
United
United Romeo 0, Charlie Bravo.
Make
United
Peter
Romeo 0, Charlie Bravo.
United Oscar, Oscar.
Stand by, Oscar, Oscar. Thank you for the call. United Radio 0, Charlie Bravo. Thank you. This is Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. 5 and 9, 5 and 9. The name is Peter, Papa Echo Tango Echo Romeo. Back to you, and thanks so much for the call today. United Romeo 0, Charlie Bravo, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor, United Romeo 0, Charlie Bravo. Good morning, my friend Peter. You see us 5-9 plus 5 BP. Very strong signals in central Ukraine. Cherkasy City in central Ukraine. My name is Gena Golf Echo November Alpha. Yourself?
QSL, Golf Echo November Alpha, thank you very, very much. And thanks for the report. You're doing as well, too. 5 and 9 signal, 5 and 9 signal for sure. Thanks a lot. Well, thanks so much for the call from Ukraine to Central City. Sounding terrific. I've got a very strong signal. 73s, I'll let you wrap it up on the final. United Romeo 0, Charlie Bravo, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Okay, Peter. Very, very fine. Thank you very much for very good. So I wish you success and lot of DX, my friend Peter. 73, good luck, good DX. Bye-bye.
Das Vidania, goodbye, good health, and have a good week. Enjoy. I hope to reach you again. Thank you, 73s. This is Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
United Alpha 1,
Make
Whiskey
Peter
Bravo
0,
Victor.
United Oscar, Oscar.
Bravo Victor.
The United Alpha 1 first. United Alpha 1.
United Alpha 1, Whiskey Bravo Victor.
Roger, thank you. United Alpha 1, Whiskey Bravo Victor. Thank you. Good afternoon. 5 and 7. 5 and 7 into Long Island, New York. The name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. United Alpha 1, Whiskey Bravo Victor. Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Roger, Peter. Roger, thank you. Nice to meet you. Good morning. Airport 57, 57. My handle is South. Echo Romeo Golf Echo South. I'm located West Border, Russia. W2 Juliet Victor, Uniform Alpha 1 Whiskey Bravo Victor.
Roger, so thank you very, very much. United Alpha 1, Whiskey Bravo Victor. Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. Very, very nice. Your signal is holding up very, very well. Nice signal. Thank you so much for making the call today. I wish you a good day, good week, and hopefully we can reach one another again. 73s to you. United Alpha 1, Whiskey Bravo Victor. Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor.
Roger, Peter. Thank you. I'm very glad to see you once more another band.
73s, thanks so very, very much. Well, I have to move on to do some activities. Maybe we'll come back later today, but right now I have to go QRT. Thank you so much for all the stations that call me, and hopefully we'll be able to talk again. Propagation is pretty good. 73s, this is Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor, QRT. Well, thank you very, very much for those that listen to the stream. Thank you for those who sent me some chat messages. And hopefully we learned a little bit today about propagation, about antenna systems, about the weather in certain locations. And again, once again, if you have any questions at all, feel free to send me any of your questions through the QRZ page. And appreciate the support. Thanks a lot. 73s, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. 73s for now.
Thank you.